Hare Krishna. So, devotees all welcome. So, last time we discussed about the topic which Arjuna took in 8th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, especially asking Krishna what should be the objective of one who is actually in a journey of human life. What one should do if he is leaving his body. Prayana Kane Apichama. Yeah. So, what should be the duty of one? What should be the consciousness of the person who is actually living the body? And Lord started discussing on the various, Antakale Chamaveva Swaran Mutva Kalevaram. So Lord Krishna said, you have to actually remember at the time of death. But Krishna said, Yam Yam Vapi Swaran Bhavam, whatever the consciousness in which the person leaves the body, that is the consciousness with which he will start his next journey. But considering Arjuna was listening, Krishna understood the state of mind in which Arjuna can accept this. Hence, immediately he said, Tasma Sarveshu Kaleshu Mamadaspara Ichitra. Means, Antakale is not so important. What is most important is, it is not, the journey is very important and the destination is important. But both can get affected if the companion is not right. You might have a greatest of greatest ambition, desire, but if you are not deserving candidates, I think we might lose the destination completely. So what is most important is the companion. And hence we are all getting together. Why are we getting together for company, right? We don't want to get carried away with association which is not going to helpful in our journey. Yeah. So company is very, very important. Company actually defines our journey. Company and journey defines our destination. Hence, in Krishna, in Bhagavad Gita, he various places he mentions about Mat Chitta Madgata Pranaha Bodhayanta Parasparam. Why Krishna keeps on saying Parasparam? Krishna consciousness means company. Krishna, if you see in his own pastime, you never see Krishna individually performing any services. Krishna is always accompanied. At least he is accompanied with his own dearest, most, which is cows. Yeah? Krishna is never alone. Krishna signifies love. Love cannot be existing independently. Yeah? Love needs a company. See, Krishna is saying Prayana Kale. Prayana Kala means, something which is actually Prayana means the journey. The Kala means time. And the most important time of any individual is when he is living this world, right? And as well as when he is living in this world. What defines when you are living is what it defines when you are living. So living and living is most important. So prayana kale manasa chalena. So how we can actually become determined when actually Arjuna was saying Chanchalahmi Mana Krishna Ramat Parvatridam, my mind is flickering, I can manage my competency. I can manage my competency. And Arjuna is saying, I cannot manage my character. When Arjuna can say this, how is it possible for us to? Character is defined by what? Mental condition. Mind drives our character, behavior, how we are going to behave. If the mind itself is not, managed properly. So when Arjuna said, Krishna didn't say, it's okay Arjuna, don't worry, your competency is good. That's fantastic, move on in the world. You can rule the world with your competency. Krishna didn't say that. Krishna immediately said, Abhyasa Yoga Yukta. You need to actually, Abhyasa, you need to practice. Krishna keeps on saying this, and Krishna now is also saying that Manasa Achalena. Achala means determined. mind, with a determination, we need to prayana kale, we need to actually move in our journey. So when we are earning, we should always think that our journey is very long. You accumulate wealth. If you think that you are going to die tomorrow, our determination to accumulate will pretty much. But if we are in our spiritual journey, we need to think that we might leave this world anytime. And what is the spiritual journey is all about? Spiritual journey is all about sharing love. Krishna is symbol of love. When Krishna did the pastime, did Krishna, other than dealing with the demons, if you look at his interactions with each and every person, including his own classmate Sudama, what was Krishna expressing was love. And spiritual journey, when we are looking that we might leave at any moment, doesn't mean that we become morose, but we start valuing the relationship. For example, so Parikshit Maharaj was given 7 days. Did he become morose? No. He became more and more enthusiastic. Similarly, we can accumulate anything in this world. Money you can accumulate, you can, controlling you can accumulate, you can accumulate opulences, you can have beauty. If relationship goes sour, everything becomes useless. All the effort we would have put in earning money, going to the beauty parlor, ensuring my body wealth is increasing day by day, all that thing is useless if the relationship is not there. So, journey, if we have, when Parikshit Maharaj was given 7 days, he started valuing each and every relationship. He started asking Sukadeva Goswami, what is that I need to do now? Then best thing Sukadeva Goswami said is, 7 days, you please sit and hear pastimes of Krishna. Krishna means the loving embodiment. And we all are supposed to, meant to actually develop that relationship with each and every individual. Very important. So for example, if you are in a train journey, if the train journey is only, let us say, 15-20 minutes. Just imagine a train journey 15-20 minutes. And the train seats are full. Are you going to really struggle, fight that, I need a seat here, I need a seat here? You are just going to manage standing and you just say 20 minutes a year. Just let's not fight. Let's think about and move forward. Yeah? You just care about living peacefully. But if your journey is very long journey and your seat is being taken by someone else, what will we do? We immediately start fighting. How is it possible that I put the kerchief in? Right? So, what is meant is, material life means we think that we have a long journey. And that's why most of the people end up fighting for small petty things. In the spiritual journey, we always should be in a consciousness that our journey is very short. In short journey, we value each and every person. Right? Each and every person coming. Each and every small few minutes of engagement with them. You don't want to fight with them. You don't want to really have grudges. You always like to love them, intensely love them and make the time precious. Is it not? So, it is very, very important that when Krishna says prayana kale manasa achalena, what Krishna is saying for us to be determined in our mind is to focus on our relationship, our love, because Krishna consciousness is not unified, exclusive, only Krishna, because Krishna is never alone. If you love Krishna, we have to love everyone, all the devotees we need to love. So that we need to actually develop that. You cannot control the situation. At the same time, if you keep on keeping the grudges that this person did this person, that's why prayana kale manasa chalena. Achala, we need to keep the determination and the mind needs to be fixed that somehow or the other, in all the disturbing environment, my focus on Krishna need to be stable. To keep my focus with Krishna means I need to keep focus with each and every one, because Krishna is never ever alone. What should I do now? Next line, he says, Prayana kale manasa chalena bhaktya yukto yoga balena chaiva. There are two things Krishna is telling. Bhaktya yukto means we need to be connected with devotion. It's not simple connections. Connection can be through words. I can just tell Meghu, I love you so much. But when she comes home, if I do not take care of her, that's why I keep telling to so many, whoever I meet them, in practical expression of love means service. Because love can be expressed through words, love can be expressed through your facial expression, love can be expressed in many ways. But love that is expressed in true service is the most powerful ingredient in our relationship. In the midst of all the difficulties, when you actually express through service, is most powerful. I love one of my Shiksha Guru. He is my Shiksha Guru in Melbourne, Karunanidhi Krishna. We both grew together under his shelter. I still remember how he took care. He didn't take care through words. He took care through actions. Till today, he wishes on my birthday. He wishes on my wedding anniversary. He wishes on my each and every, for him also, everyone. He has kept the databases and he keeps calling all the devotees. His whole, he works as well. And how is that? He's finding time. Because Bhaktya Yukto means we need to be connected to Krishna through devotion. And we cannot see Krishna practically, one to one. We have to, if we really want to actually see Krishna, we need to see through the eyes of his devotees. That is the only powerful way to see that. Actually, in one of the class I was hearing, why is that Sripad Ramanuja, till today also, after thousands of years, they put so much of effort to put such a monument of Sripad Ramanuja. Why? Because he cared for relationships. When his teacher gave him, Om Namo Narayanaya, and he said, this is a secret mantra, you should only keep it with you. He just cared for the people. And he just gave it to everyone. And teacher said, you are going to go to hell. He said, I don't care. And teacher said, why? If all of them are going to get purified and I am going to the hell, I don't mind at the cost of all of them. And his teacher immediately bowed down to him, you are my teacher, I am your student. Why Sripad Ramanuja did Bhaktya Yukta? Because he understood the only way to practice Krishna consciousness is to develop relationship. If you are able to share few of our tears between each other, that is more valuable than actually having words of, words is required, no doubt about it. But practically what is most important is the affection and love which we can exchange for each other. That is most important. And if our journey is so short, why do we want to leave such a sweet relationship amongst all of us? We never want to, actually waste any time unnecessarily pulling someone else, whatever weak strengths they have. We don't want to, pull someone's leg and, unnecessarily defame them. We just want to be in a journey where we try to love and intensely and appreciate them and try to bring them to Krishna. It's very, very important. So, Bhaktya Yukto Yoga Balena Chaiva. So, Krishna is bringing two things here. One is practically is devotional service. It's very, very important. As I said, devotional service to Krishna can only be possible through the medium of devotees. If you really want to value Krishna, we need to see the life of Prabhupada. Yeah? If we see the life of Srila Prabhupada, then only we will value Krishna. We cannot value Krishna. See, whoever have approached Krishna directly through the rituals and all those things, they are just sitting at home. They are not able to keep their life in Krishna consciousness. Why? Because they have not seen the example. When we see the example, we immediately understand to receive mercy of Krishna, we actually need to walk through this process. Walking through this process, what is that process? Srila Prabhupada is the process, what we have seen. How much dedication at the age of 70, 60, he left Vrindavana. He was in a comfort of such a cultural city of India where only devotional service everywhere. Everywhere you only hear about Krishna. He left at that time. He said, it's important for me to go to the Western world to give Krishna to the others. And everyone was saying, you are a Swamiji, you are not supposed to cross the ocean. He said, I don't mind taking myself all the sins what I might incur through ritualistic process of defining that if you cross the ocean you will get into this. I would more rather would like to give Krishna to others. See, just like Ramanuja, Prabhupada also took the risk. Actually, it is even in a Madhva tradition. Now Ramanuja tradition have become much more, broad-minded. Everyone travels. Today also, Madhva tradition is none of the Udupi Mutt Swamijis ever fly out of India. They think that risk of crossing the ocean means you are taking risk of, losing your Brahmanatva. That's what. But Prabhupada said, I don't mind. What I am looking for is to give Krishna. So, Bhaktya Yukto is very, very important. How can we actually connect to Krishna through the medium of devotees, through the medium of service, through the medium of love which we can exchange with each other? That's very, very important. And Krishna is saying, Yoga Balena Chaiva. So what is that yoga Krishna is talking about? Krishna is speaking because he just spoke about Jnana Yoga in 6th chapter. Now Krishna is, actually trying to connect Jnana Yoga with Bhakti. Yeah? Yoginam epi sarvesham madgate antaratmana, Krishna said. Of all the yogic system, one who connects through devotional service, he is more dear to me because he is able to, hold on to spirituality. He is able to hold on to the process because of devotion to me. Yeah? Now, Yoga Balena Chaiva and Dhruvo Madhye Pranam Maveshya Sanya Shatam Param Purusha Upaiti Divyam. So, Dhruvo Madhye. So, yogic processes teaches us how to control the breath. Yeah? But the controlling breath is useless if you are not able to utilize the yogic outcome of the yogic processes in the service of Krishna. Yamadhivir yoga patte kamaloba hamomu Mukunda sevaya advat. Narada Muni tells in Srimad Bhagavatam, Mukunda sevaya advat. If you are not able to performing yoga, please, I'm spending 1 hour every day doing yoga. I can really see the body becomes, like a flying car, you get a feeling. But if using that, if you are going to enjoy only sensually, what is the use of that yoga? Narada Muni says. Yamadi bir yoga patte kamanopa hatamu. Might be, you will be able to take care of controlling, eating and all those things to keep your body healthy. But what is the use of it if you are going to, use it for sense gratification? Mukunda sevaya advat. Tadatmada nashamyati. So, unless or until this body, through the yogic processes, if you are able to serve Krishna, If you are not able to serve Krishna, it is useless. If you are able to serve Krishna, that is the best use of yoga. So Krishna is saying, Dhruvor Madhye. So Dhruvor Madhye. So if one is able to control his breath in such a way that it becomes a transporting agent for our soul to actually leave this body through the middle of the eyebrows, and he is able to reach to me. Krishna didn't say just through the yogic processes. Krishna said, with bhaktya yuktam. Yeah? And the translation is, one who at the time of death fixes his life here between the eyebrows and by the strength of yoga with an undeviating mind engages himself in remembrance of remembering the Supreme Lord in full devotion will certainly attain the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Yeah? So, Yoga Bala, we definitely need to engage in the process of yoga, but without devotional service, yoga is of no use, absolutely no use. And without Tasma Sarveshu Kaleshu Mama Anusmara Yuddhacha, that's what Krishna says practically, right? If we are not able to practically engage ourselves in service, in our material duty, remembering Krishna, then devotional service also becomes sentimental, which is an impractical way of expressing our devotion. Our devotion needs to be expressed through our, our responsibilities, how we are actually, taking care of our responsibility, keeping Krishna in the center, how we are executing our duties. That's very important. Krishna is giving us very, very important instruction here. Because, if you look into Bhagavad Gita, many people say that Bhagavad Gita is inauspicious in the marriage time, in the celebration time, because people start thinking, Prayana Kale, Krishna is only speaking about living. Janma Mrityu Chara Vyadi Dukkha Doshanu Darshanam, don't touch Bhagavad Gita. Krishna is cautioning you, birth, death, old age, disease, is, and Dukkhalayam Ashashvatam, he is telling you this world is filled with misery. Don't pick up Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita is not. But if we think that his life is all about the jolly ride, we are in illusion, right? We all need to we need to execute. Krishna consciousness is practical philosophy. It is not something sentimental. If you are able to express Krishna consciousness while we are Tasma Sarveshu Kaleshu Mama Mysore Yuddhacha, then we are following Krishna consciousness. But if someone who doesn't study Bhagavad Gita properly, if he just thinks about that, and if he does it, is the most foolish number one, because next verse itself he says Tasma Sarveshu Kaleshu Mama Mysore Yuddhacha. Just don't think about Antakale, do practically now. Yuddhacha, fight. Thinking about me. That is Bhagavad Gita. So, Antakala is also important. Yuddhacha is also important. We need to think about Antakala, we need to think about Yuddha also. You need to think about Machita Madgata Parana. You need to think about loving relationship, loving each and every one also. So, it's Bhagavad Gita education is holistic. When we are consuming that, then we will be able to appreciate Prayana Kale Manasa Chalena. What is it means about Prayana Kala? Because many people just think about journey, it's okay, journey is about going to Mysore mall and just enjoy and have ice creams and nice food, and it's not about just shopping, or just going into theaters and enjoying. It's about practical things that happens. Yeah, that's most important sign that how we are progressing. Yeah. Okay. Hare Krishna. Thank you.